after I founded Slide Art Toaster, I often view myself as a kind of presentation design consultant. And as a consultant, people always ask me questions about presentation design. And some of them are extremely interesting. I would like to show you. First, how to make my PowerPoint beautiful. And how to make my design, how to design my slides in a simple, easy, and no time-consuming way. What kind of presentation software I should choose? Should I choose PowerPoint, Keynote, or Prezi? Should I learn Illustrator and Photoshop to decorate my slides? How to design, this might be extremely interesting, how to design my PowerPoint just like Steve Jobs. If I copy Steve Jobs' style, think like him, speak like him, will I become Steve Jobs? Well, probably not. And by the way, Steve Jobs don't use PowerPoint. All these questions share with the same problem, that they are intrinsically wrong questions. And if you keep asking the wrong question, you will never get the right answer. So what are the right questions we should ask? There's a very famous TED Talk speech called How Great Leaders Inspire Actions. And inside that speech, he told us the differences between ordinary people and great leaders. He said, ordinary people always think things from outside to inside, from what to how to why, what to do and how to do that, and eventually we realize why we do those things. But great leaders are different. They think things from inside to outside, from why to how to what. They are inner motivated, and that defines their differences. So in conclusion, the speaker told us the core value of his speech. That is, people buy why you do things, not what you do. And that is the ending conclusion for that TED Talk. And in the same concept, interestingly enough, it is also true for presentation design. People care why you present things, not what you present. Let me repeat that again. People care why you present things, not what you present. Why is that? Because for ordinary presentation designer, we always think things from outside to inside. We think what to use and how to use that, eventually why the audience should listen. But if we are the audiences, we think things differently. We always think things from why to how to what. Why I should listen to your presentation, how your presentation can help me, and what can I get from your presentation. So, the great presentation designer is able to inspire the audience because they think things in the same way as the audience did. So, if you want to be a great presentation designer and do a great presentation design, the first thing you need to do is to ask the right question. And the right question you should ask, the first one, exactly why. Why I do this presentation. Why the audience should listen to me. Why I use visual aids. Why I use this color, use this picture, use all these contents. Ask yourself the why. I call this process identifying and clarifying your purpose. And by doing so, you gave everything inside your presentation design a good reason. So this is the first question you should ask. Ask yourself the why. The second question you should ask yourself is the how. How to make the audiences see my purpose. And to answer this question, what we do is to build in a connection between your purpose and the material you use. I use this picture because it can show, it makes me express the data more clearly. I use this color because this color can show my passion. I'm using visual aids because visual aids can help me explain things. Picture always speak louder than words. By doing so, when the audiences see the material you use, they'll directly see all the down way into your purpose because of the strong connection. So this is the second question you should ask. Ask yourself the how. The third question you need to ask yourself is the what. What kind of message I want the audiences to remember? Since audience always have poor memories, so your message inside your presentation has to be very precise, in a small amount, and repeat it. If we apply the same idea to the presentation design, which means the material you use inside your presentation design also has to be very precise in a small amount and repeated. If you truly did so, you are actually creating your own style of presentation design. And if you truly did so for many years, then you are actually developing your style capital. This kind of concept is adapted by many great presenters, designers, and speakers, such as Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs using the same way of presentation for almost 10 years. That is not because he already running out of creativity, but because he knows that this is a way for him to accumulate his style capital. And once you see those style again, it will remind you all the things about Steve Jobs, his company, his brand, and his ideas. So the third thing you need to ask yourself is a what. So these are pretty much all the things I would like to share with you today. And these are exactly the essence of presentation design. Let me give you a short summary for my presentation. To do the great presentation design, the first thing you need to do is ask the right question. And the first question you need to ask is the why, and identifying and clarifying your purpose. The second question is the how, and building the connection between the material you use and your purpose. And then ask yourself a what, and creating your own style, accumulating your style capital. Remember, people care why you present things, not what you present. The whole world is a big stage for all of us to share. So wishing all of us can become a great presenter and presentation designers in the future. Contest chair.